Road warrior. Andrew Tarvin is originally from the tri-state, but after some time in the corporate world, decided to go on a little trip.
Yeah, and by little, we mean, all 50 states. He's also written his own book, The United States of Laughter, and Andrew joins us now. Hey, thanks for coming in this morning.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
I loved hearing you say to this guy the moment he walked over that you used to watch him when you were younger. You grew up with him.
Yeah, I grew up on him here in the Cincinnati area. I grew up in Mason and went to Princeton High School, but I remember watching him on the news and all that. It's fantastic to talk with you today.
Until I ask you questions, Mike.
Then we'll see. We'll see about that, right?
But anyway, we were talking a little bit off camera. You had a job with Procter & Gamble.
You're a P&G-er.
Yeah,
got it all.
Yeah, and people aspire those kind of jobs. You decided I'm going to do something else. Walk us through what you decided you were going to do.
Yeah, so I worked at P&G first in Cincinnati and then in New York, and I loved the company. I loved the work that I was doing there, but I also found a new passion while there. So I started doing improv and stand-up in college and started to bring that into my work at P&G, and I found that it was starting to help me be more effective. And so I proclaimed myself the corporate humorist of Procter & Gamble and started blogging and writing about it, and I fell in love with the work, saw that humor, there's research about how valuable humor is in the workplace, so I decided to start my own company and teach people how to do that. And as part of that, I do a lot of improv and stand-up as well.
Okay.
And you made it to all 50 states. I don't even know where to start. What was the strangest thing you encountered on your journey?
The strangest thing, well, it was very bizarre. So the goal was to speak or perform in each state that I went to.
Sure.
And so my brother and I went to South Dakota, and we went to Mount Rushmore, as you do.
Sure.
But the only thing that I could find as a performance in South Dakota was it was a music open mic at a biker bar in Pringle, South Dakota, population 112 people.
Ooh, how was that crowd for you?
It actually went really, really well. So I was very surprised. So we pull up to the hitch rail post, and it's like Harley like motorcycle, one regular bicycle for some reason. There's a gentleman on the front porch with a gun in his lap. We go in, and nicest people in the world. And a woman came up to me afterwards, very different than I, short black hair, 2 neck tattoos, and I didn't know what she was going to say, but she came up, she was like, "I don't know who you are, but I am your newest fan."
Oh,
well, that's excellent.
See, you never know by looking at the place, right?
Yeah, and that was part of the, what I love about the book and what I wanted to share in the book is that we think of Mount Rushmore when we go to South Dakota. Most people don't think of Pringle, South Dakota. Right. And it's like, here I get to see really cool pieces of America in that way.
Now, some of the book is serious, some of it's amusing. Was that intentional, or just how it kind of unwrapped itself?
I mean, I think that's kind of life, right? So I'm a comedian, so my perspective is mostly comedy, but then these serious moments happened. Like, my dad passed away a couple of years ago, and being in Arizona, something about seeing the beautiful nature and the wind coming at me and realizing, my dad never got to see that view. And so part of it was a little bit of like, why do I get to deserve to see it when he worked so hard to get me to where I was? And so having that ability to kind of reflect on that experience, I mean, that's what happened, so that's the story I wanted to tell.
Wow. How quickly were you able to get to all 50 states?
I did it in 12 months.
Okay, so you could the whole thing in a year.
Yep, whole thing in a year. I ended in Hawaii. I wanted to end on a good 50th state.
That's not a bad place to end.
I did my 1,000th performance as a performer in my 50th state on my 32nd birthday in Hawaii.
Look, man, you had to travel light, didn't you, in order to make it to 50 states in a year?
Yeah, 2 carry-on bags.
That's it?
Yep.
Was there a bottle of Febreze in there too?
Yeah, a little bit. Well, that's the beautiful thing about having a home again, because I did this as a nomad. I put all my stuff in storage and lived out of those 2 carry-on bags, and it's nice to have more than 3 ounces of liquid again.
That's a nice thing. Hey, show everybody the book. Can we get the book maybe over here on this?
Yeah. If we're interested in buying it, where do we get it?
Yeah, so you can find it on Amazon.com. Just search for either the book. It's available in print. It's available in Kindle. It is also available in audiobook, so you can hear me read stories to you if you'd like to.
All right.
And then we're doing a book launch this weekend on Sunday. So there's an organization here called Comedy Sports, which is short form improv, which is family friendly. It's a good time. And then right after that, I'll be doing a book launch with a Q&A here at Memorial Hall.
Awesome. Right. Good for you, man.
United States of Laughter. Andrew Tarvin, it's a real pleasure.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for watching, too.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back.
All right.
Thank you.